Star Wars, The Acolyte, Episode 7. I wasn't going to review this because it's just so god-awful that I didn't even want to bother wasting my time. The only reason I'm reviewing this is to get views because everyone's hating on this, so I may as well hate on it as well. There's absolutely nothing positive to discuss in this video. I'm going to make this as short as possible. I will go through my space system since that's why it's there. So story, pacing, artistry, characters, enjoyment. Each category gets a score between 0 and 2. 2 is the best. So if something is garbage, I give it a 0. If something is okay, I give it a 1. If something's amazing, I give it a 2. The storyline, well, it's getting a 0, isn't it? Oh my God. Guys, look, the previous videos that I've done and people talk about the Acolyte, oh, it sucks, and look, it's all fun and games, right? Because we're having fun talking about how shitty it is. We're putting you videos out, right? Like you've seen the big channels. They put out it's like 10 videos a day. It's the same stuff. Oh, this sucks, this sucks. And it really does suck though, but I mean, it's all for fun, right? Oh, clickbait, click here. I put a thing saying this sucks. Oh, clickbait. Oh, J-Man says it sucks, clickbait. Okay, yeah. But the fun and games are over. This was the worst thing on television ever. I mean, I'm absolutely, completely in shock. There is nothing positive. Even the last, and look, you can accuse me of being a hater or whatever, but watch my other videos. I love Furiosa, right? Loved it. Absolutely glowing review. Loved Furiosa, right? I actually didn't hate the Marvels. I thought it was a very poor movie. I gave it a 5 out of 10, but I gave it a 5 out of 10, the most generous review ever, right? I gave the last episode of Acolyte a 0.5 out of 10. That's how nice I am, okay? This one's a 0. This is 0. Pacing is 0, artistry is 0, characters 0, it's enjoyment 0. It's a 0 out of 10. But I'm going to explain why. All right, the story. I absolutely need to do a commentary on this episode. Every camera angle reinvented the story. Like every line of dialogue contradicted something else. So the witches, so this was a flashback episode to show you what happened with the fire and all that. I'm actually still not exactly clear on actually what the events were, but anyways, the Jedi found, and all these, I'm not going to go through every category. It looked okay, but I didn't give the artistry a good mark because it's already locations we already saw, so nothing new was produced, like no new locations. The characters are all trash. I'm going to talk about it just in general. So my space system is 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 out of 10. But I'm not going to go through every category. I'm just going to collectively talk about the whole thing because I don't feel like going through every category. So they show up to because they sense they land on this planet. Oh, it's uninhabited, except it is inhabited by like 50 people. Like, how did you not? What, your sensors didn't pick this up? And then they find this hidden base. They find the 2 girls and they find this hidden base. Like, what, you didn't see that? It's so bad. It's actually terrible. But let's pretend that their things didn't work and they didn't know. So they see that there's the 2 girls there. The one girl wants to be a Jedi because of reasons that the script says you need to want to be a Jedi, even though she doesn't know what they are, what they're about, who they are, or anything. She saw them for 1 second, says, I want to be a Jedi. Okay, stupid. The other girl wants to be an evil witch, which makes sense because they're all just evil witches. I just figured out that the witches were supposed to be the good guys. These were the good guys. They attack the Jedi kid, that Padawan kid who sucks too, but he's a loser anyway, so yeah, attack him, but whatever, you're not supposed to attack him. They mind control the guy. She's keeping the kids like kind of in prison. They're a cult. Like the girl's like, I want to leave. No, you can't leave. So that's a cult. And Soul comes down and says, okay, I'm here for the girl. Like, she wants to be a Jedi. And then the witch lady is like, no, if you step forward, I will kill you. It's like, make no move and whatever. You're like, oh shit. And then they all come with weapons. You're like, okay. So they're aggressive to the Jedi. Then the guy's like, look, I don't want to have a fight. I just want to like get the girl. She turns into this mist thing to try to cast a spell on him or something. And then the other girl starts turning into mist. I'm like, are they trying to attack him? Like, what are they trying to do? And then he's like, oh my God. So he pulls a lightsaber out, and there's also a lightsaber fight. There's already fighting. He stabs the cloud and kills the woman. And the girl's like, you killed my mom. May's like, you killed my mom. Well, that wasn't your mom, technically. The other lady with the horns is your mom. She carried you. This was your, like, her partner. Like, your mom is the one that birthed you, and that wasn't her. The mom who birthed her was the spiky woman. So that's not your mom. That's more of your dad if you're going with conventional, norms or whatever. But anywho, her dad, and it wasn't even her dad because the dad is the Force, right, or whatever it is. I'm not even really sure. They don't really explain it properly. But he kills her. It's like, oh, I was gonna let her go. Well, if you were gonna let her go, when they showed up and said, hey, we're here for the girl. Yes, you can take her. She wants to go with you. Thanks, bye. I mean, nothing makes any sense. Everyone's actions are completely contrived. Whatever I feel like 15 people wrote this, and they wrote each character on its own, and then they just forgot stuff. Like, nothing made any sense. I'm gonna have to throw this one out here, guys. If you thought this was good, you're completely insane. You're completely insane. Even that one where there was the lightsaber fights, some people thought the fighting looked pretty good. It's hard to listen. If you thought the fights were good, what can I tell you? I can't tell you. Oh, I didn't think. I could just say I thought they were okay fights. I didn't think they were that great. Duel of the Fates for me is just the best one. I'm more of I really like the original Unaltered trilogy. That's my favorite, and that's what Star Wars is to me. The prequels, I have to accept them because George Lucas was involved and created them. So I have to accept that as canon because it's George Lucas. Everything else you can take or leave. Like, I like Mandalorian first couple seasons. Okay, I can take that. I can take Rogue One. I thought that was a cool movie. I could take the Ewoks movies because I'm an idiot and I like the cutesy Ewoks. So what are you gonna do? But I don't have to take all this other stuff. Like, I don't need to take, Ahsoka or whatever. I can just say I don't. That's not Star Wars to me. So everyone can make up their own mind. Whether you accept the Acolyte or not, you can or don't have to. But it's a bad show. Like, it's just a bad television program. It doesn't matter if you're a Star Wars person or not. As a television series, it's absolutely awful. I'm not the lore police. I don't know about lesbian witches. Maybe there's a whole bunch of them in Star Wars and I didn't know about them. I don't care. It doesn't matter. They're a cult. They're bad guys. They cast evil spells. They manipulate children. They attack Jedi, and they were supposed to be the bad guys, and some of the Jedi are supposed to be bad. And then Carrie-Anne Moss is giving this lecture about stuff. I don't understand what's going on at all. None of this makes any sense. It's like, we're trying to save these kids, right? Or no, we're not trying to save them. Like, it's just so poorly written. It's garbage. If you like this one, I'm sorry. You're wrong. You are completely wrong. And I don't really throw that out there because I like a lot of movies like Hellraiser 3 and 4, which people think are really bad. And I kind of like them. They've got their charms for me. I love Highlander 2. Yes, Highlander 2, the bad one. I still like Highlander 2. I don't despise the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. It's kind of not a great movie. It's like a 5 out of 10. But there's some neat parts in it. I despise Dial of Destiny. That's a 0 out of 10. That's actually a 0 out of 10. So I like a lot of bad movies that people don't like or think are stupid, and that's fine. And you can say I'm an idiot for that. I love Escape from LA. But this is just like, there should not be anyone who likes this episode. This was absolutely the worst thing on television in a long time. And I know She-Hulk is really bad, and She-Hulk's quite awful. I'll give you that. She-Hulk's pretty awful. I'm not sure if any of them got a 0 out of 10 though. Maybe you get a 2 or a 3 out of 10 on some of these She-Hulk episodes, but this is a 0. It's absolutely garbage. And I feel sorry for that Squid Game actor, buddy. You're a good. I like your presence. You got a good face. Love Squid Game. Thought it was pretty damn good. Probably like a 7 or 8 out of 10 on Squid Game. Pretty good show. Hopefully, hopefully you do some better roles because you're a great actor. Carrie-Anne Moss. I apologize. Sorry, you got. I don't know how you got roped into this garbage thing. That X-23 girl, at least your character died before this episode, so you can be thankful for that. Yeah, awful. If you like my space system, which I didn't use, but normally I do, if you like my video, hit the like button. If you don't like it, hit the thumbs down. I mean, if you thought this was actually good, hit the thumbs down. I welcome the thumbs down, just so I can see that there's people out there that actually thought this was good. Anyway, that's it. If you like my stuff, subscribe, all the typical stuff that I got to say. That's it, everybody. Until next time.